All right, I think that fixed it. Combination of needing to restart the PC and the Razer software was on. I never have it on because it's useless. It's great for you mapping buttons on your Razer mouse, but when it makes your mouse movement choppy, like why would you ever use software that, oh, I don't know, was developed by the same company that makes the mouse? Drives me crazy. I've removed it from auto loading when I turn on my PC, but it auto loads on its own, and I don't leave it on. So I don't know what to do. If anybody has any ideas, then you're in the Discord. Let me know. Toss it in Town Hall, maybe. Anyway, if you're coming in hot off the tails of the last crash, then my name is Joel Duggan, and this is Satisfactory. We're decorating the halls of refineries that we've got down here, and it looks like this. And we have to do another one of these right over here. As you can see, it is currently not lit up. So sorry, that's going to be 2 steps down. Down here is where we have to do the next one. So some of it has been started, so we can kind of continue on with this. I would say we need our hover pack. A little bit difficult at night, but it should brighten up as the day goes on. I'd say tech issues are probably one of the most frustrating things as a streamer. Especially when you've done like next to nothing to cause the problem. Like installing drivers, I get, is maybe not the smartest thing right before stream, but like they usually help my performance. But then there's just so many other things that I find happen with the system that I can't seem to figure it out. The only thing left to do is reinstall Windows from scratch. And I have the ability to install Windows 11, so I might do that. Jordan, hello. How's it going? Sandy says cars and PCs, things that I just should run if it needs fixing, and I'm not the one to fix it. Yeah. I wish I could get into like a custom-built PC, something that would have like support, but like a friend and I selected the parts for this one, and then he put it together. And I've done enough to it that it should run a lot better than it does. It's weird. I feel like my FOV feels very close, but it's default, like it's normal. Jordan says, I'm glad you're streaming. I need this brain break. And I really enjoyed the last episode of CCC. Don't know why, but it just felt super chill. Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, it's always good on the Citadel Cafe, which is the podcast that Jordan is talking about for reference, when myself and Steven or whoever I have on, Alistair, whatever guest is, have both seen the same show. I'm a good 6 episodes now into The Bastard Son of the Devil himself, which is the show that we were talking about on the podcast. And I mean, I quite like it. It's not incredible, but I mean, like, it's a good show, and the writing is better than the average, like, supernatural adventure teen drama that you might find on, like, the WB, you know? The stakes seem higher. Characters die. You know, no spoilers, but, like, you know, I shouldn't say characters. Like, people in the show, like, not everybody just makes it, you know? Which I think is good, because it means that the stakes are real, including the stakes for your potential heroes, right? Wow, I'm still in the beginning of the game and seeing all this is crazy, says Phantom Minion. Can't wait to get more stuff set up. Working on some automation and then power supply myself. Nice. So this is 400 fuel generators. This is not them. This is the refineries that make some of the stuff that fuels them. The fuel gens are all up there. Not sure if you can get a good look. Probably not going to be able to see much from down here. But there's 25 fuel generators on each one of those platforms up there. And there's 16 platforms in total. Yeah, you'll find, I mean, like, if you're new to Satisfactory, the one tip I will give you that is kind of universal is plan big and then double it. Like, you're just gonna need, and you'll thank yourself down the road for just having a lot more space in the long run. Now, are you all connected? Yes, you should be. So while we're up here, there's all the fuel generators up top. And then we've got 60 refineries down here making heavy oil residue. And that gets turned into diluted fuel. Yay, it worked. Purple lights. I didn't actually check to see what we're at. I wonder if the power output has increased at all. Yeah, you'll just find that you're giving yourself a lot of extra room. It feels like a giant waste of space, especially if you're used to playing something like Minecraft, but you can build so quickly. Oh, we're at 55, 56. We're almost at full capacity. So those pumps seem to have fixed a fair bit. For context, we put pumps under the door here. We were having trouble getting the crude oil into the refineries, so we had to install 3 pumps right here, just normal ones. And it looks like that's actually working. I mean, I still want this to be 100% capacity, but like I'm okay with it not being, you know, operating at 92% is still pretty good. Very loud when you're next to a refinery, though. With the first area that you can play on with the plains, if you go west from spawn, you'll find waterfalls go in the hole in the map. Oh, you're talking about the void? Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I've got a little over 1,000 hours in the game, so I don't know where everything is, but I know most of that kind of stuff. There's some things that I find very silly, like you can't step over these little... Like this is high enough that you can't walk over it. It's really strange. You have to jump. I missed a sign. These always look cool, but when you realize you have to place so many of them, it starts to lose its luster. Oh, there's so many that have to be done. So many. Don't think we missed anything. Would like to put the roof on this though. Let's start with these. I think it's called Gwenter or Gwenter. I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks very much for the Prime subscription. Always appreciate the support. Welcome on in. If you haven't already, you can connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts and get access to the Joel Duggan Discord now that you are subbed. And thanks for contributing to the sub goal. Oh, I'm blanking on the name of it now. I was watching a video about an upcoming survival game in 2023 put out by former Bethesda employees. It looked really cool. It was about, like, it was inspired by fairy tales and fae. And I'm trying to remember. It starts with a G. It was Force Gaming's latest video, so if anybody has Force Gaming on their short list. I think it's a Canadian developer too. At any rate, it looked very pretty. Interesting concept too. You had to travel through different realms. I'm sure I can find it easy enough. It would be in my YouTube watch history anyway. Nightingale is the name of the game. Nightingale is the game that they were talking about. Did I say it started with a G? I apologize. I think it was the G in Nightingale that I was remembering. My brain was like kept on throwing Genshin Impact at me. I was like, no, that's not it. That's not what I'm talking about. This doesn't look the best, but it gets hidden by the lights. You can't see it. Here's an idea. Paint these. Oh, I painted that by accident. Paint these before we make them really tiny. I'll be very glad when this section is done. Do you think that Satisfactory would have a benefit from having a tool like Minecraft's like Manica? No, because you like, I mean, you can be in creative mode, but that's a mod. I mean, I guess they could possibly implement one, but I just it's so big. Like the things that you build, they're so large, and the parts are so complicated that I don't think it would benefit that much. I do think that Satisfactory would benefit from a couple more streamlined, I guess, passes on the UI. I often find that the keys to and the way that they switch between build modes and stuff, I really find it a pain in the butt. Their snapping is still not where it should be either. Well, I certainly have this process memorized now, which saves me from running around and measuring things and looking at different stuff from past builds. So that part's nice. I also wish that they, well, I mean, I shouldn't say wish. I hope that when they do the final pass on the game, that they close the gaps between the foundations so that we don't have light coming through the cracks and rendering through the cracks when there's not really supposed to be a crack, you know? This place inside still lights up like a Christmas tree during sunset because there's light coming in through like that crack like right there. So it's a little bit tricky. If I was really going for overkill on this, I would have some sort of like fluid flowing around in these pipes just so that they moved, but I cannot be bothered with that much effort into a place I'm probably never gonna walk through again, you know? Something I'm struggling with these big builds I've got in both Satisfactory and Minecraft is like trying to have that balance of like, yes, I want this to look cool, but I should really spend the time on the parts that people are going to see most of the time. And in this game, it's mostly the outside I'm concerned about. I want the insides to look cool, but it's the outside I really want to make that big impression with, you know? I'm noticing a lot of Satisfactory creators are like branching off into other factory games as well, or city builders. I don't know, I feel like I'd want to have more of a variety. Oh, I forgot about the walls. I guess we could have just left them purple on the wall, but I think I do like the little bit of detail. Most important thing, well, I think it is the most important thing, is that you have fun streaming. It's not fun, it will show on the stream. That's very true. No, it's very true. And I feel like the stuff that I'm seeing in some of the other creators' YouTube videos is more like, I'm not sure whether it's a paid promotion or if they're just like not finding that Satisfactory is filling the content anymore. We're running close to an update, so I think a lot of creators might be just like, well, I'm not going to bother making Satisfactory content because I'm going to have to upgrade the game shortly anyway, you know? So why not wait until the update is here? Nothing I'm doing today has got anything to do with update 7, so I do not feel it's going to be an issue. Now, I don't know how I got those in there. I guess I was using a barricade. Barrier, excuse me. Out of plastic. Is updating mandatory? No. Yes. If you're gonna use the cloud saves, then yes. You'd want to update anyway because they squash bugs and it's moving towards the update 1.0. Like, because it's in development, you want to update it. I would say updating generally makes your life easier, not harder. Just got started with update 6. Yeah, no, so there's no need to reset or anything like that. Like, if you go to update 7, you're just going to get, like, a couple changes to UI, a couple changes to... Oh, are we out of concrete? We might have to go get more concrete. I think we are out of concrete. Yep. Should get more quick wire too. All right, well, this will be a nice break then. I should really set up a wet concrete factory somewhere's nearby. I was thinking about these oil extractors, and I think what I want to do is create like a hooked spike coming out of the ground. I think that would look really cool. What I wish they would give us an opportunity control in the game is what mobs could spawn. I don't want the giant beans walking all over my factory. Yes, there is a limestone node just south of the Megatron factory. I guess I should take some fuel. I have concrete being made automatically. It's just not. It's not near where I want to be. And we obviously have not fumigated the home base. There's lots of stuff still happening downstairs. I'll put the rest. I think the computers had room. And so did this. So that's concrete. We'll go upstairs and check what I've got for quick wire. I don't know why Amazon is playing music in the background. That's annoying. Ooh. Alright, we'll have to be careful with quick wire then. Okay. Oh, nope, don't want to drive. Nothing in there. I guess we don't go through that much quick wire. Fire Lemonade, hello. Hope you're having a good day. No, the beans are, they don't give you anything. I'm not sure what they're for, but they seem pretty useless, and to me they look dumb. They're terrible looking. Like the bees and their little pods are cool, you know? And honestly, I'm not a fan of most of the fauna. The flora in the world looks cool, but the fauna doesn't seem to really make much sense to me. They don't all feel like part of the same ecosystem, if that makes any sense. Like they just look so strange. Part of it is that I don't play this game to fight monsters. Like I genuinely don't care. So for anybody that's new, that's the size of the power plant. This is the scale that we're working on. Dan, thanks for the lurk. Welcome back from it. Hope you're having a good day. We need concrete. I think that's it. Oh, I hope I don't have enough silica. Do all the things I want to do. Oh, I was going to try to do this one differently, wasn't I? Alright, too late now. Yeah, see that little crack there? The light actually gets through there and shines this. I mean, it looks cool, but it doesn't make any sense. Puts like a red glow on everything. So glad we decided to do all this before we put the roof on. Makes everything so much easier. Those should all be on, but white. Good, good. Wasn't beacon mining trying to fill up your massive storage? It's funny how once you build the storage, the next thing you want to do is actually try to fill it up. Doesn't matter what game it is. I think there's just, in a game where you start off with very little and you have to build up your inventory of blocks or resources, once you have the ability to get more, it's like the next thing you want to do is just like never have to think about inventory again. Just build things up to the point where you're just like, I don't ever want to have to think about, do I have this block, you know? I'm like that in Minecraft. I'm tempted to put a light behind that. That could be kind of cool. I might take my next break when the sun goes down, just so that we don't have to deal with a lot of gameplay in the dark. So depending on when that is, it might be a little bit sooner than my normal break time, but I think I'm going to take it when we lose the sunlight. I will take a break. That way we can get back to most of the hour being played in daylight, which when you're inside like this makes a big difference. I've watched a bunch of people in Satisfactory build some very cool things, but the way that they have to place everything looks so tedious. I don't know if I would be able to do it. I find that the process of having to place like 4 blocks or 4 pieces of build material just to be able to place one thing where you want it, I find it really monotonous. Looks like it might be nighttime now. Getting there. Yep. So you can see what I mean? Like, look. See? See all the red light? It dances around. Like, in some ways it's coming in through the windows over there. But in other ways it's like coming in through the cracks. It's really bizarre. Anyway, I'm a little bit early on my break, but because of the light situation inside, we're going to go on the break train. McScrewgunn, what is up? Fell in a hole just for you, just now. Reading chat and not watching where I'm going. If you are new to the stream, when the stream is working, I take a break once an hour. It is that time. I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Grab a friend, grab a snack, whatever it is, and we'll see you in just a few. I can't wait to really finish the outside of this. It's gonna look so much better. Does look cool when the light hits it though. I didn't expect the smokestacks to look so floral, I guess. I might try to come up with a way to hide them or something. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Dan. Just the angle of the morning sun that makes them glow? No, I think they glow. The smoke looks like that all the time. Is that the right spot? I think so. I can't tell. Yeah, that looks right. Oh, right. I forgot that there's like a little part out here that needs to get filled in. Is it me or does that feel kind of off? I feel like I maybe made that too close. No, it can't be because that's in the right position. Gwenter, thanks so much for being here. Have a fantastic evening. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. No, that's fine. That's right. I did it right. It's only the 400th time I've done it. You'd think I'd get it right by now. Nope, that's not right. I have made these shapes far more complicated than I really needed to make them. And I am learning that lesson now. They look cool with these little chamfered edges and recessed parts, but man, next time I do something like this scale, I'm definitely going to be keeping it a lot simpler. I'm not sure whether it's just my tastes, but I do wish... Yeah, that's too close together. I do wish that the machines themselves were a better design. I find that they're too busy, and you should... I feel like if they were chunkier, they'd be easier to hide and make look good or expose certain parts of it. You know? Not sure that makes any sense. Did I just do the exact same thing? That still feels kind of strange. Jordan, no worries. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you did. We'll see you soon. Sandy said I will remind you of that. Please do. Please do. I think it's not that I don't enjoy like the scale of stuff like this. It's just that with a game like this that has so much in it, I'd like to be able to have more of a variety of things happening. So, and not to mention that the things start to get laggy. I don't remember that being a problem before. Is that on everything? No. So what's going on there? Oh, those are back too far. It's like the third time I've done this. Yeah, I'm glad the refinery is right. At least I think the refinery is right. Uh-oh. Maybe they're not. This is what I mean, like sometimes there's just these inconsistencies in the game and you're not sure why. That comes right to the edge. That's in the middle of the block, so like it's in the right spot. Why is this sticking out when it shouldn't be? I feel like the model is just like sticking out weirdly for some reason. No, that one does it too. It doesn't appear to be anywhere near the edge of this, which is so weird. That is messed up. Why doesn't it happen on this one? Oh, is that? No, it's not slightly forward. Like, the refinery is in line with everything. That's really annoying. I wonder if there's any other ones that are doing that. Nope. When you're in a game that allows you to control so much and then something like that happens, it does drive me a little nuts. And like I said, everything's in the right spot. So I guess we just have to deal with it. Hopefully you won't be able to see it in the dark. But yeah, that's frustrating. No, something is wrong. These signs, they don't touch the... They don't touch the walls here. Oh, it is off. Which means all of these foundations are off. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Okay. So here I am blaming the game when the refinery is 100% in the wrong position. It was a refinery all this time, yeah. This is going to be a real pain. Because I don't think we can place the refinery with blocks in the way. Like, I think we have to clear out, like, everything. Oh, I see what happened. There's two lines. Alright, that worked. So now we have to hook it back up. That means that's out of line too. That's fine. That's 120 and that's 100. Sorry, 60. And I just have to hook it up back up to power. Oh, right. Heavy oil residue. That means that that's probably wrong. I thought that looked a little bit funky. No, wait a minute now. That's not right. I mean, it's not hard, it's just tedious. There. That's better. There, and then a little paint job, should be good. Cool. Glad I caught that before, you know, basing too much off of that one piece. You know, you start lining machines up or lining up decorative elements with certain things that you've put down, and if one of them is off, it's a real pain in the butt. wonder if we've grown in strength. I feel like we've not really changed much this stream, but I'd really like it to get closer to 60,000 megawatts. Just on a, you know, the confirmation that my design is functional, you know? So we were hovering around, what, 55 last time? 56? 57 in spots? I still have some fluctuations, though. It should just be a flat line. Like, it should be just a straight flat line. We're close, though. Alright, how are we doing through here? Got the dark top. Everything looks good. Am I missing the sides? Yes. Guess the larger build, the longer it takes for things to even out. Yeah, maybe. That could be it true. Alright, that takes care of that. So now we can do the whole barrier trick. I really wish I had a way of keeping that yellow light. That would have been cool. There wasn't a way to do it. Next step back just wasn't showed too much. It will be nice to have all this done though, and look down these halls and know that they're all lit up properly and consistent across the design, you know? I need to get a lot better at using the radial menu. I feel like I underutilize it in a lot of ways. And I think that's just from playing the game from very early on and getting used to going into the main kind of menus. Plus, when I'm doing this kind of decorating, I tend to stick in the color bar, the color hotbar, because switching hotbars and menus is such a pain. They do it inconsistently and it messes with your sprint key and stuff. Or at least it messes with your alt key. It might not be your sprint key, but it certainly messes with what I'm using. And this kind of snapping is just stupid. Like, I don't know why it takes me 3 or 4 things being placed to get what I want out of that particular part of the work. Snapping and ramps is really messed up at the moment. Anyway, I should try to not turn this into just a complain about Satisfactory stream. Oh, those are the wrong side. As much as I like the fact that they give us a couple different textures to choose from, it's really tedious how they just flip for no reason. He said, after just saying he didn't want to complain about Satisfactory anymore. Oh, now it's gone sideways. Son of a gun. Like, just be consistent with how I'm placing you. Is it that hard? Nope. Apparently it's impossible. Yeah, why would you stay consistent? That would be too much to ask. As usual, I'm curious about the update video they done and confused. No idea what they're up to. Yep. You know what? I'm not even in like the frame of mind to speculate, because I feel like they just... I've talked about this in our Discord. The what is it? The community manager team. They're nice guys, but they cry wolf, and they've done it so often that I don't care what they're doing. Like, I'll see the cool stuff when it happens in the game. They troll too often to bother to speculate and get excited about something that they might be just completely lying about. I guess it's the difference between like a clever April Fool's joke and just straight up not true, you know? Like fake news. One of them is funny, the other one is just annoying. Now we got to do the science. Like, why is it rotating every time I go to place it down? You know, like, it's stuff like that that I find so strange. Like, you do that and you think, like, do the devs play the game? Like, do they have this happen to them and wonder, why is this happening to me? And then realize, oh, I could probably do something about it. I notice this stuff when I'm doing all of these, like, repetitive tasks. And things just start, like, rotating randomly when I want consistency. And it's just like, nope, not today. So we've got window design. Why is that not working? Right, okay. I think this is just ramps. Yep. I'm actually thinking this would look cool if we had the ramps go the other way. Whoa, there's water there. I would like to swim up, please and thank you. It's not one game with elytra in water, it's another game with jetpacks in water. Oh, it's already there. I don't think I want little windows in there. No. No, we don't want little windows in there. We could maybe use them for outside depth. Alright, that seals that up there. And this one has to be lower by a block. Right. It does, I really like the whole, like, pillar aspect of it. It does feel like it's got some cathedral-like qualities, I guess. Had a busy day, need to log off. This is also the 10-minute heads up that you're nearing the 2-hour mark. Sandy, thank you ever so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Always fun to hang out with you. Thanks for the modding. Thanks for the support. Have a chill evening, and I will see you next time. Well, tomorrow, I guess. If you're around for the LEGO stream. I think this is like an upward. Yeah. And it just goes straight out. All looks good. I still feel like these are a little bit dark. I might want to put lights behind those. I feel like... Oh, we're missing signs. I was about to say we were done. Incorrect. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff yet to do here. Just out of curiosity, how would this work? Can I get... That's too big. 2-meter signs. Small billboard. If I could turn that on its end, then that would work. It really is loud when you get in next to these things. I guess if the hole for the pipe is going to be here, it doesn't really matter how far back we are. The idea is that it would cover up everything anyway. So with beams, you can put signs on the end and rotate them. Or at least I thought you could. Could you not? I thought you could rotate on the end of the beams. Or maybe it's only the end of pillars. That's probably what it is. It's the end of pillars. So I need to take this the other way. And weirdly, it's putting it on the bottom? That's strange. So 2 meters is what I want. That feels like a lot of signs to put in there. Oh, this is what, there we go. 2 meter by 3 meter. Let's just try this briefly. Still has that weird outline, but can't do anything about that. Probably can't even see it in the long run. No, not at all worth it. What we'd have to do is maybe do like a spotlight or something. So maybe we would have to do one of these guys. And that's 1, 2, 3 tall. So I'd have to have it come out there. So 1, 2, 3. If I like this, it's going to be a lot of work. That was pretty good. Pretty good guess. Doesn't stick through. Oh, autosave. And definitely getting dark outside in this in the world here. That might work. And then the question is, can I hook this up somehow? Oh, you can't see it anywhere. And it doesn't do anything. Alright, fair enough. Worth a try. Would have been, like I said, would have been a ton of work to hook those all up. Had I actually liked or had it worked. So I'm kind of glad it didn't. Hopefully in Update 7 they'll give us some smaller lights. The fact that we've got the ability to light things up, but they limit us so harsh with the size of the lights. I mean, I guess the solution to that is signs, right? The illumination idea behind the signs kind of helps with like wanting smaller lights. But signs don't work the same way in that they don't cast light into the world. They just kind of glow like a panel. Thanks, Dan. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish up. We are real close, so I'm just going to finish up the, and then, yeah, I think if we finish up the purple, then I think we're done. we're done the heavy oil residue. I'm not going to do the plastic and the rubber today. It's funny, I've got a new timer on my studio lights, and they just came on, which means it's 5 o'clock. I thought they were supposed to come on at 4:30, but architecture. Maybe it's the living room that I said 4:30. You know, I don't have a lot of home automation because I live in an apartment, so it's not worth like investing in all that kind of stuff because like I can't control my thermostat with my home kit or anything like that. But man, it is even just having lights on timers and voice command is really cool. And unfortunately the Xbox skill for the Alexa Echo, the Amazon Echo, stopped working and I can't get it to reconnect. So that's a pain because what's nice about that is like I've got one command that will turn on my TV, my Xbox, the television lights, the bookshelf lights. Basically everything in the living room just kind of comes on with one command, which is really cool. So you can just kind of walk into the living room and say the one command. I don't want to say it because if Alexa's listening, it'll turn everything on in the living room. But you just say it, and then you can just sit down and pick up your controller. And now the only thing that's silly about that is that you have to turn on the controller by hand. There's no way around that. And that also turns on the Xbox. So like it's a little redundant, but the cool factor is there, right? Oh, already did that one. All right, let's run through and check these. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Purple pipe. Signs are all there. I'll check the gaps. Oh, there's a spot that I missed. It's all good. And then down this wall. Oh, forgot this side as well. There. Oh, this and there. Detecting a pattern. Oh, missing the walls here. Missing the walls there. Oh, missing the back there. Cool. And that's everything. So the only thing we have not done is light up these hallways, because I don't know what I'm doing for that yet. But these ones are now done all the way to the end. They look pretty cool. I really like that echo of the window of this shape here. I think that's kind of cool. And of course we'll have to do like the north face of the building. I don't know, the outside I'm going to design, I'm going to make it look cool from the outside first, and then however that happens to work inside, that's what we'll do. So that's why I'm leaving these ones, because we've got skylights down there, and I'm thinking for this one here we may also want some skylights. That could be very cool. So we'll have to see what the outside of the design will let us do. But yeah, very, very cool. Just a short stream for me today. I will be back again tomorrow. I think I mentioned this before. Tomorrow is a holiday here in Canada. It's Remembrance Day. So the Lego Let's Chat stream should go ahead in the afternoon, but it'll probably be 2 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC -4, not 1 o'clock. So 2 o'clock tomorrow. I'll let everybody in the Discord know. And I think we're starting the Razor Crest, the Star Wars Razor Crest, the playset. It's like 1,000 pieces, so we will not finish it all tomorrow. We will be just doing like a regular Lego stream with some more stuff. I've tweaked some settings on the camera as well, so hopefully the camera setup should be a little bit of a stronger quality. You can listen to the 2 free podcasts that I do, the Citadel Cafe and the Spawn Chunks, at the respective websites, or anywhere you want to find your podcasts. It's all, you know, all depends on kind of like where you like to listen, but it's they're very easy to find. Honestly, you can just search for my name and you'll more than likely find them in different places, but you know, we've got links here in the chat for anybody that wants them. And of course you can follow on Twitter, Instagram, just Joel Duggan, and on Patreon if you'd like to support the channel. If you haven't already done so via Twitch, then there are other options like Patreon. Patreon is the most economical way to join the Discord. And of course, anybody with a Prime sub or a Tier 1 sub have access to the Discord as well. So once again, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm going to pass you on to somebody else playing either Satisfactory or Minecraft, depending on who's live. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks so much for hanging out, folks. Bye for now.